Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show with your host Martin Wong. And this week with SmartRobie, we're going to be showcasing you why this market isn't like what we like to think. Now, we all know the by-election in Johor and Pakatan Harapan with Barisan Nasional has came out victorious, which is I would think that there was a bit of hiccup along the way because with the political situation with the Zahid case where it's been dismissal, DNAA may felt that the market may turn for the worse. But so far it did hold up, and of course those news may have already been priced in. And right now what we are seeing, this market is mushrooming down. Let's take a look at what we have for you this morning in our breakfast show. So definitely on top you can see me. Just let me show you the chart on the left hand side. You can see this chart is really falling to the downside. So I would think that at this point we need to be cautious because the market can actually mushrooming down, and that's what is the topic for this morning. And if you switch to a longer time frame, if you look at the 3-month chart, we are very toppish in here. No doubt what you see is the market continue to sort of still a bit of strength because we have the foreign funds still coming in and to buy. And if we switch to this 1-month chart, you could see it's still holding up above the, the 4450 level. Let's explore what we have. And if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look, feel free, but check out the SmartRobie powered by Pentagon Guider this morning here. All right, let's take a look at this morning. The KLSE continued to be green Pentagon, but again, we are looking more on the breaking to the downside. All right, it can turn red Pentagon, so let me just kind of warn you in here because you can see the old high here. We got an upthrust, we have an upthrust here, and then the high was actually peak on the, what date was this? On the 4th of September. The only thing that's really holding up is the foreign fund flows in here. Okay, so be warned early by the Pentagon Guider, which is one of the really proprietary of trade VSA, and you're able to gain for it. So let's take a look at some of the past champion. We have seen SWS cap, so we're going to be looking at GBQ, which have been property sector. If you look at GBGAQRS, really a tongue twister in here. Since it actually went green Pentagon in here, the market started green Pentagon but started to flow up here. There was a red one, was a flush, but it did not hit through the ATR stop loss. So generally, if you want to hold that, you can sort of let it run. But it is this morning maybe floated up right here again, but we did pick this stock as one of the stage 2 shares in here. So this is again something that we talk about a lot in the strategy that we talk about, the VSA turbo trading or the Pony Express trading the penny stocks. And these are the types of stocks we're going to looking at around the just above the 19 cent with small cap. Now right now with the VSA 360 with insider buying and selling, that means there is a lot of possibility that you can check out. And I think last Friday I've talked about the insider buying and selling, and there's some great shares in here. So KLCI looking toppish right now. This is where we are, as I said before here, switching to a wider chart. So you can see from here the KLCI is held on by resistance, so the 1460 level, 1470. If we just put up here 1463, that's the one that really is the showstopper that prevents this market going. And it looks like it's reversing too. That's why we call this mushrooming down. Again, last Friday we have the foreign funds inflow that is sort of holding this up here. Railway track is still uptrend, all right? And remember, September seasonal, still very bearish. As I said before, keep warning the members and also the public in here. The September seasonal month has always been bearish, as much as been said in the VSA 360 in here. Railway track still up, so watch out for the big sell-off. I don't know what's going to happen. The sell-off may happen in here, but we can see this one bar, somewhere around here, right? Sell off. And if that sort of thing comes through, at least you've been told what's happening. This is what we talk about, this sell off here. Yep, that's the bar. So if it does sell off, it's going to come back down to 1440, right, which is about a 10 point in here. But if the finance stock were to hold on and you have foreign funds buying, then this stock will probably hold on to much of it in here. A lot got to do with just overall the market in here. Now also check out the FBM SCs, the small cap stock, and the FBM 70 for the mid cap stock. That will probably tell you the kind of stocks that we are talking about, the smaller mid cap stocks. Now if you can see from here, the support is at 1440, again a mushrooming down here, double top, still in red pentagon. So this is the forward looking indicator, using the market stages. And you could see also market is actually turning lower high and lower low. You can see this low was lower than this low, and this high, lower high, is also lower than here. So usually that means market's going down. And also right now you can see the 200-day moving average, which is a red line here, which is also forming a resistance. For those of you who are seeing it, this is forming a resistance, and that's what I really don't like it in here. But lo and behold, you've been warned about the September month in here, and if you can really survive through this September month, then October month may be much better in here. Lots of resistance at 1450, 1460 here. Okay. And so let's take a look at the what we have for you in the stage 2 shares. Now stage 2 shares is part and parcel of those who like to trend by look into those 20 stocks. So it's under ST2, so you can see from here. So ST2 is the continuation of a stage 2 share. Now last week, as I said before, a lot of market are looking topish. Some of them are started to turn. So this is really one of the downside of this market, that the market may turn. So let's take a look at Renenco. Okay, Renenco is a consumer product. So we hit one more time again. Renenco, I think this is a rename from an old company. Okay, stock chart switch to, it's only 21 cents, and you can see from after hitting the on the 4th of September, you can see here the market started to pull back down right to 22 cents. There's no carry through, as I said before. The FBM SC and the FBM 70 don't allow that in here. Okay, let's take a look at the next one that we have. I think only Perdana, because the oil and gas, right? Last week we were talking about that. The oil and gas seems to fare better. So let's take a look at Perdana. Stock chart here. And looking at Perdana, check out the 1 month chart here. So on 4th of September was this bar here. It did sell off, but holding up at 25 cents as we see the crude oil barrel production cut agreed by the Saudis and also by the Russians would probably give a lot of holding on this one here. Let's take a look at Gadang too. Okay, Gadang is at 32.5 cents in here. Again, switching to a 1 month chart. Very similar picture to 4th of September was the Monday that we saw the sell-off in here, and then since sort of holding up its base back at the support in here. Let's take a look at another one we have is this is a tongue twister, GBGAQRS, right? Or GBAQRS. That was, I think this is also toppish right now. Many of these stocks are beginning to feel toppish in here. So that's why when you want to buy this stage 2 shares, make sure there is a follow through. As soon as there's no follow through, it's time to chabot, and then do, this is where we talk about here, 4th of September, the market sell off here, right? The sell off here and then hold its level. Today it's up 1.4% here. And also Denko, very similar to also hitting the peak in here. Okay, so this week we only have one, which is the Maxis. Okay, let's take a look at Maxis. So Maxis is only one on the ST. So of course you can check it tomorrow. You will have a different list again every day. Right? So Maxis is coming up from a very low base. This is not too good. But then again, this is as I said before, one of those fundamental shares, FA, that usually move much slower in here. This is, let's take a look at stage 2 shares. Okay, stage 2 shares. Is this a stage 2 shares? Yes, it's Maxis. Only Maxis that is respect. But again, also take note, this one is also one of those big cap stocks. So usually the movements are going to be very, very small. Take note of this here too. All right. Let's move on. There's also going to subscribe to our daily newsletter to get hold of the news that I usually read and also post if there's any uptake in the green or red Pentagon. Now let's check out to the Robie FA collection in here that usually pays a very good dividend. And last week we have TH Plant. Okay, let's take a look at Pentec. Pentec was around just short of 90 cents. Since then, did test the 90 cents, so it's going up and nicely in here. This is again an industrial product, good one for this one. And TH Plant, again resistant at around just short of the 60 cents. You can see hit that and then came back down pretty much following the CI. So this week we have one MFCB. Let's take a look at MFCB for the Robie FA stocks. Alright, Robie FA stock is 3069, hit that one, and you can check out the stocks. Let's switch on to here. Right, you can see just slightly touching the 340. Let me see, I just switch on to a 1 month chart here. The old high is 343. Okay, 343. Not too sure if it, the kind of environment that we have, can it break? But let's take a look at the fundamentals for MFCB. This is a utility company. And you can see from here, it's a 4 out of 8 paying a 2% dividend with a PE of 9 times ROE of 12, just slightly above the 11.3% sector average in here. All right, so that seems to be the only positive in here. Now, of course, if you are generally holding some of the good fundamental share, be ready to pick up some this week. As I said before, likely we're going to be hitting the low very, very soon in sometime maybe end of September. Okay, end of September in here. And if you have any stocks, pencil those in here. And then of course the SmartRobie is powered by our company Trade VSA, the Pentagon guidance. Many of you are quite familiar. Use it to your advantage, especially if you are new to technical analysis, with the green signaling the up signal, the red signaling the down signal in here. And I think one of the great benefit is check out the Pentagon Guided Alert. I'm sure some of you are already using it with the watches that you have. And when you see the blue cell, this is the blue cell here, that means there's an alert in here. Set up individual watch lists for different exchange. If you're on KLSE, set up the KLSE. If you're on the US market, set up the US market. Another positive thing is beginning the 1st of October, we'll be doing the Robie, SmartRobie US market on Friday to replace a VSA 360. And going forward, I want to be get our members as well as the public to focus on the US market, as US market is making available in here. And then going forward, that is the only positive for many of our members as well as the public in here to focus on the US market. US market. So effectively 1st of October we'll be doing that in here. And with the green Pentagon and red Pentagon, I think with the alert, that will simply show you a much better perspective to the future in here. And if you do get a green or red alert on your watches, this is how it appeared. It's freebie for newbie, and we are getting up the notification for you in here. Check it out in the morning. And then so we're coming to the summary in here. Overall, as I said before, I'm turning bullish, short-term bullish for the month of September. The resistance at 40.40 is there. It's still also below the 200-day moving average. Markdown may soon, so watch out for that sell-off if it do happen. But I do know the more that I talk about this sell-off, the sign of weakness, the more likely and it's not going to happen. It's always like that. I just don't know why. The more you talk about certain things, it doesn't happen. So let's hope it doesn't happen. We don't get that kind of sell-off, instead the market markup in here. For the more experienced, I use the ST2 intraday, the stage 2 shares, and Robie FA stock for those of you beginner in here. So overall, sign up for our free newsletter in here, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube if you want to watch it, and also follow me on TikTok. And those of you who've been supporting us, especially our members, we thank you for your support and your renewal. We appreciate your business, and we are here to And don't forget, tonight is our members live training also at 9:30. Make sure you join, and we'll be talking of sign of weakness. And also tomorrow will be our monthly orientation, the second Tuesday of the month. So we start out at 8:30 tomorrow, and then Wednesday will be the live Facebook that I'll be talking about China. Well, China China impact the slowdown of the economy caused the worldwide stock market to fumble. All right, that's something we're going to talk about in here. So make sure you check me out in here. Great reviews in here. And we come to the market part where we want to see any stocks that you want me to take a look. Feel free to pencil those in there. If not, do share and like this video in your timeline. We really appreciate in here. And for all the support, we cannot be successful without your patronage in here. All right, if you have any stocks that you want me to take a look, feel free to do that. Else, follow me on tonight. That's right, for our members. Make sure you come over for our members training. We'll be talking of sign of weakness in here. Okay, that's all we have. Thank you for coming. And this is the Telegram support chat room in here. And if you have any friends or colleague who want to benefit from the stock trading ideas as well as the stock education, join this Telegram chat room in here. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you members. I'll see you tonight. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.